This is the 31st Lap Podcast, recorded live in the studios of FingerLakes1.com in downtown Seneca Falls, New York. And now, your hosts, Rich Post, John Bonas, Mike Mallet, and Chris Marquardt.
Just me, or is that loud?
I'm okay.
Mine's okay.
You're good?
Hey, why is the screen blue?
I don't know.
Yeah, we got no picture.
I can't see
that?
myself.
How's that?
There, now I can
There
look
we
at
go.
you. Sweet.
All right.
Now there's a mug for you.
Yeah, buddy. Best looking one on the show. Good evening and welcome to
Doesn't
the 31st
take much.
No. Yeah. D students will pass here.
Yeah.
This is the 31st lap. Finally, after a month, we are back here in the live studio, coming to you from downtown Seneca Falls. Thanks so much for joining us. We're streaming live on FingerLakes1.com. Follow the links to see the show as it happens. Once again, welcome. I'm Chris Marquardt. Joining me in studio, we have got Mike Mallet, and we've also got John Bomas. Rich had to work tonight, but after that, he's got a birthday party to follow up with.
So how are you feeling? You were under the weather last week, Chris.
I was bad. I was in bad shape last week, and it had nothing to do with Super Dirt Week kind of bad either. I was
Legit sick.
You were actually sick.
Yeah, he was actually sick. It was legitimate.
It was a virus beyond belief. I was sick for about 3 days. My wife got it. My kid got it. The baby got it.
Well, that's what my next question.
And
I didn't get it, thankfully.
Yeah, well, you didn't show up at my house either.
No,
so
I
it worked
stayed
out.
away.
Yeah.
I stayed away.
But on top of that, my wife, not only did she get sick and she's recovering from having the baby and everything like that, on top of that, she gets a secondary sinus infection, so she's battling that now.
Man.
So yeah, it's been a rough week.
So what you're telling us is stay away from your household.
Yeah, don't go there.
Yeah, well, everything now is pretty much burned off. I mean, it's just down to that sinus.
I'm not
infection.
taking any chances.
Yeah.
I don't like being sick.
Yeah,
No,
well,
that's never fun.
I don't know anybody that does.
Well, it depends.
Yeah, it depends on what you're getting.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what you're getting out of for being sick.
Yep. Oh, I'm sick.
Yeah,
Can't go to work today.
that's the thing is you never want to be sick on a sick day.
No, you don't
go
want to
to
be
work.
actually
No,
sick, right?
no.
I mean, who wants to be sick?
You don't want to be sick during Super Dirt Week, that's for sure.
John, tell us about sick days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've forgotten about those.
Big
days.
show tonight.
Yes.
Big show. We got all sorts of recap as we look forward to the start of the DIRTcar Nationals down there at Volusia Speedway Park in Barberville, Florida. We've also got Stewart Friesen coming on the show. He'll be on in about half hour or so. We'll catch up with him about the Friesen Deyo promoted Dirty Jersey 60 coming up in June at New Egypt Speedway. So that'll be a fun time. Talk a little bit about promotions as we build up towards what is the pregame, the tailgate party for Northeastern Racing.
Yeah, Florida. Can't wait.
Yep.
I'm excited. I leave next Saturday morning, 6 a.m. out of Buffalo.
Well, the trek down south, for all intents and purposes, starts tonight with the All-Stars at Screven, right?
Yep.
Georgia?
No, rained out. Was it rained out last night? Rained out last night, I think.
I
got a text.
I haven't seen anything about it being rained out.
I
but
think
I
last
don't know.
night rained out.
Okay.
Not tonight.
Is that all? Last night rained out?
Yes. That I got a text from. Yeah. So
Who
there's
texted you down there?
All-Star Sugar Champions Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, I gotta send out a thing. I need one more follower to get to 1,400. So, anybody out there want to help me?
You got to throw him a bone. I told you that on the way down
I want
here.
15
put
total.
Put out a bone to reach 1,500.
Well, I
gotta
gotta think
give him
about it.
something.
I don't know what I'm gonna
What do
give
you mean
him.
you got to think about it?
I'll give you I'll give you a tour of the Utica Rome Tower.
You said to get to 1,400?
I need one more to 14. I want to get to 15. That's my goal.
I told him if he throws a bone out there to get to 1,500, throw
Well,
it out there.
what can I? Okay, so let's say this.
Think it's something.
Let's say this.
don't know.
I'll do this for my 1,500 follower. I don't even know how to figure that out, but I'm sure I can. I will
tell him whoever signs up.
Whoever the
Put in a number so we know.
1,500th person to sign up.
Gets a free.
I will
trip
get
to
them. I will.
Let me put an
pay for
idea out
them
there
to go to
before.
Utica Rome for a regular show one Sunday.
There you go.
Okay, and
There
that's
you go.
DTD Mike. All right, D as in dog, T as in toy, D again as in dog, and
once
then Mike.
they get their Twitter account set up with you, where they're following you, tell them to tweet you
you can
with
tweet
a
me.
number.
Where are you at? What number are you?
Tell them to tweet you with a number.
So that's
then you can follow the numbers.
1,500. I think I can tell because there's a way in Twitter.
I don't know if you can keep track or not.
I think you can. I
in
think.
what order they sign up.
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think well, it tells you. There's a little thing that says so and so signed up with you or so and so signed up. I don't know, but
I don't know either.
so
Why don't you take whoever signs up as number 1,500, sweeten that pie. The 31st lap will sponsor them, and they can take a free tour of the Empire Super Sprints Hall of Fame.
Freight.
What's it cost to get in the museum?
I don't think they charge you.
I don't know.
They must, right?
It used to be like
I don't know.
$6 or something.
Yeah, $6.
I'm telling you, I'll pay for you to come to Utica on a Sunday for a regular show. Yeah, I know it's only $12, but still, something better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
Yeah,
Right?
and again, I'll be in Florida covering all the action. I'll be covering the sprint cars on Saturday and Sunday.
Now, are you going to bother trying to call us, or are we not?
I'm gonna do what I did last time because here's what my schedule.
It was a challenge to hear last time, but I think we
Yeah.
were doing off a cell phone at that point. weren't
Yeah,
we?
here's my goal. My goal is to do
Share with us your goal. Share with us.
the World of Outlaws on Saturday, Sunday. Then Monday, I'm going to New Smyrna for USAC midgets.
Are you going to see the USAC show there?
USAC midgets on the pavement. Then on Tuesday, I'm going over to the Daytona race because that's at night. I thought that was during the day. That's actually at night.
The Battle at the Beach?
It's 7:30 at night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was during the day, so I could do the
I know
double.
they're on TV because it's the K&N
Right.
Pro Series race.
Right.
And the
it
Wheel and
irritated
Modified
me.
Tour.
'Cause so the Tuesday nights are modified. They're both Monday and Tuesday. There's 2 races. I thought there was 1.
At the Battle at the Beach, there's 3.
What is it?
There's the Wheel and Modified Tour, the K&N Pro
No, but I'm
Series.
saying there's 2 nights of racing.
Oh, okay. I
Monday
got
and
you.
Tuesday.
Yeah, because
So,
they got
Tuesday,
the K&N, the Wheel and Modified Tour,
Right.
and then the third is the Wheel and All-American
Right.
Late Model Series.
Right. So that's where I want to go Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm going back to Smyrna for the John Blewett Memorial, 76 laps for the modified, and then it's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday at Ocala watching the USAC wingless. Hopefully, that's
So
what
you're
I
going
want
to
to
get
do.
to 2 USAC shows?
I'm going to get actually 4 USAC shows. So I'll
Well,
get
you'll-
3 at
multiple
Bubba
days,
and
right.
1 at
2 different places.
You jealous?
I
3
am.
at Bubba because there's 3 different nights, or there's 3 different divisions.
There's 3.
There's
There's 3 different nights at
at
Bubba.
Ocala. Yeah.
I was wondering how
And
you're
then the
counting
mid-
that.
The midgets at Smyrna are there 2 nights, I believe.
Yes.
Now, are you going to be watching those at home?
The Smyrna won't be available
Won't be
online
on.
that I know of. It never has been.
I don't know if Bubba was.
I'm
gonna
not
be
sure
on
if
either.
Bubba is. It has been in the past, but it should be because USAC Live, through their membership, you got to buy like a yearly subscription or
What's
whatever.
that cost now?
It's
Used to be free, right?
It
Why
used
doesn't-
to be, yes.
Yeah,
Why
that was
doesn't
But it's not
awesome.
anymore. Now they got a monthly or yearly subscription.
Why doesn't USAC give you one of those subscriptions to give away during your pool?
They should. I wish they would. I support them.
I mean,
Why don't we get a
you do.
USAC fantasy league going?
well, if I could
Yeah, 'cause you
get
got-
if I could get
you
a
got
hold
nothing
of
else to
James,
do, right?
if I could get a hold of James Spinks, he might be able to hook me up.
No, not like that. I mean,
What'd you say? I wasn't even.
I
listening.
said because you got nothing else to do with putting together that modified thing. You were busy as hell last year,
Yeah, well,
Figure out
in
how
the
to
middle of
use
that
an
now.
Excel file. That's all you have to do,
dude.
dude.
Dude,
I
Dude,
I
listen.
got actually.
listen,
Dude, what's
I've
mine
already
say?
got somebody-
Sweet.
I've got
What's
somebody
mine say?
working on a
Dude.
program for me right now as
Really?
we speak
Oh,
to be able
really?
to calculate
who's
to
helping
be
you with
able to
that?
calculate my points for me.
Sweet.
Craig Ravel's
Yes.
doing that. You said?
No, I got somebody working on it right
You
now.
got a genius
I
doing that?
I talked to him a couple of nights ago.
Who's-
It's in the works. Just settle
Just somebody
down.
that knows Excel really
so
well.
let's not get ahead of things.
Do they know
when
how to-
everything's set to go? I'll tell
It's
you
not
about
somebody
it.
from Fort Plain, is it?
No.
Is it
Then
going to
they'll actually be able to do
Is
it?
it going to
then.
automatically carry the 4?
Carry the what?
4. It's a digit. It's right after 3.
What are you talking about?
It's going to do the math for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
You're so
Hey,
retentive, though.
program-
I got the
this-
1400. Now I need to get the 1500.
This-
100 to go.
this
You're so-
program. I
you're
messed around with it a little bit yesterday.
Excuse me for
He sent me a-
talking while you're interrupting.
He
Go ahead.
sent me a little test thing. Well, you're trying to break my balls, but I'm going to explain it to you before you even go there. he
Wow.
sent me a little test thing yesterday, and all the drivers are already in the list, and all you got to do is select what drivers were in the race and put a finishing order. You know where they finished. Say they finished 21st or whatever, and with the program, all my points calculations will be put into the program. So then it'll calculate each team's points for me automatically.
So you just got to put a number of what guys are on the
Yeah,
team.
you just
Yeah.
you select the driver. Say
Mash
Brett
everything.
Hearn finished third. I find Brett Hearn's name and then I put in there that he finished third, and it'll calculate it
That's sweet,
for
dude.
me. Yeah,
Sounds like a spreadsheet.
it's in the works.
It's a spreadsheet. It's a very complicated
It's
spreadsheet.
all on, it's all
between
on,
the different pages.
He's
yeah.
got this program
Yeah.
on his website, and I stumbled on it a few days ago. So I contacted the gentleman, and he
Nice.
he started right that night working on it for me. He worked all night.
Dude,
on it.
that's pretty
So
cool,
I'm-
man.
It's in the works. I'm hoping it works out.
Good luck. Good luck. Hope it all goes well because that will save you like years.
Yes, it
Yeah.
will.
And I'll tell you this: if you can get it,
Immensely.
once you get one program that works like that, you could run 50 fantasy leagues.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Yeah, and you're
Because
good.
that's what I really want to do. I want to eventually grow this into where I can have a sprint car league and possibly a late model league.
I'd like a sprint
once
car
you get
league because
one,
then I
I
pay
mean,
attention to it.
Like Mike said, once you get one, the rest is
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
cake.
Exactly.
It's just changing the name.
So I'm hoping that he can get this incorporated into my
Your
website.
deal.
That's the part
Cool.
I'm worried about is
You'll be fine.
getting it into my website.
Why would it be an issue? I mean,
I don't
If it
know
already works
because
on
I
the
don't
web.
know anything about.
He doesn't
that
know
stuff,
anything
so.
about anything when it comes to computers. I'm being mean.
Hey, I've learned a lot though.
You've gotten a lot better. He used to call me every other day when he was working on the website. Now it's like once every couple months.
When you helped me get my website to where I actually had a website.
what is the website?
I started out with a blank white screen.
Yeah.
And now I got all these pages with
Yeah, you're
stuff
doing
on
pretty
it. I
good.
did all that myself.
Yeah, you're
I
getting
didn't
there.
know what the hell I was doing.
DigDragonMotorsports.com.
There you go. Shameless plug, Mike.
So yeah, today I have been working
He didn't
on,
even catch
I
it.
know.
I
was
heard
trying.
you. I heard you. I let you go.
I'm completely getting ignored over. It's like I should.
Yes.
Just, it's
Today I started putting together. Hey,
Yeah, what?
what the hell are you doing? Today I started putting together a 2013 schedule. So
Nice.
I am working on getting stuff together. I told Mike on the way here. I'm not going to say anything yet because I want to wait till I get everything finalized and I'll make some announcements. But I'm working on some pretty big stuff. I've got last year I had 4 celebrity drivers: Brian Weaver, Jeremiah Shingledecker, and both Bobby and Danny Varon as celebrity drivers to play along in the league for fun against the fans. And I'm hoping that all 4 of them will come back. But I also got 2 new ones added to this year, which I will announce here in the coming weeks. It'll be pretty big though.
Nice.
cool.
Hopefully, some big announcements coming prize-wise, too.
All right.
Jeremiah Shingledecker was what?
Yes!
Last? He was last.
Hey.
He
wasn't
was very dead last. Yes,
Poor
he was.
Jeremiah. Leave him alone, man. I like Jeremiah Shingledecker.
No,
I just like saying his name.
His wife is the one that worked with me, getting all the him getting in the league and donating prizes and things.
Yeah.
And she was wonderful. She was great.
Good stuff.
One of these days, I would like to meet them in person.
Right.
I've never met them.
Well, let's go to Western PA. Off we go. I'm in. When are we leaving?
Someday.
I'll be there.
Sunday.
Tuesday, July 16th.
Someday with an M.
Don Martin Memorial Silver Cup. Twin 30s for the 4-ton sprint cars.
So anyway, we were talking about
Now, where are we going to get back
USAC.
to? Oh, okay.
You asked me about USAC Live.
Yeah.
They have a monthly/yearly subscription on there, and they cover all the races live or on demand.
Nice.
So you can watch the stuff from Ocala. I'm not sure about the New Smyrna stuff. Maybe. As far as I know, this USAC Live subscription, they do. I think they do all the races.
Yeah.
So you might be able to see the stuff on from Smyrna. I'm
I'm excited. Smyrna's a neat place. I don't. It's a lot like.
I've seen video of it.
It's real banked. It's a lot like. I'm trying to think, like Fulton, but it's longer.
Yeah,
it's longer.
I remember
it's
when
longer.
our modified guys did a tire test there, back in the late '80s.
Oh, they ran.
When, when dirt was
going
going
about
to the
this?
asphalt deal. Back
Speaking
in the
of
late 80s,
asphalt,
they did a tire test there.
Speaking of cars on asphalt, we'll move right into this. Today, or yesterday, ESS announced big money, big show up at Evans Mills for the 360s on pavement on Saturday, June 8th.
Dino, I can't believe you did this.
I think it'll be neat. I mean, it's going to pay a lot now. SUNY Canton's really stepping up. I think it's going to pay $2,500 to win. So
should have done a wingless show.
I mean, we already got Speed Week set up. Now we're going to have Evans Mills. Dude, the wingless thing just didn't work, man. Guys were not good on wingless.
Well, you give them one race. How are you going? You're not going to get good in one race.
Jeez, here we go. Listen,
You gotta
our
do it
guys
more than
run
once.
with wings. Okay, they run with wings. Get over it. That's all we do.
That's
We
because
don't-
you force them to.
That's fine. That's good. That's the way it should be. That's what sprint cars are meant to run. Wing. The non-wing stuff. I'm going to go just because it's sprint cars.
Listen, you just got done saying you're going to go to 5.9 wing.
I am.
shows.
I am. Because you know what? Again, I still have to choose between modifieds and sprint cars, and I'm going to choose.
That's right.
Sprint
Wait till you
cars.
get to Ocala and you see Damian Gardner backing in at turn 3.
Exactly. No, I'll enjoy it. You know that.
The demon.
I'm excited actually about that Blewett race, the modifieds. That's and the
Yeah, that'd be a
Whelen
good
Tour
show.
on. I'm a fan of the modified.
I love the wheel and modified.
Zupan,
tour.
if you're listening, I'm a fan of the modified. I'll say
Especially Teddy Christopher.
it. There, I'll say it. TC, I like TC.
That's right.
Speaking of TC, let's talk a little bit about the indoor racing that we were at this past weekend. Well, I was at this
You
past
were there,
weekend.
I
Yeah, it was a great time. Great 2 nights. Had a great time working with Shane Andrews. 2 bald fat guys in the infield giving away T-shirts and announcing the shows. It was awesome. If you go on YouTube, you can check out the highlights from the races.
GSP video.
GSP video.
Yep. Gary
If you
Silverman
want to look for
Productions.
a link, go to my website. I got a link right to the direct video. It's dtdmm.com. DirtTrack Digest Motorsportsmedia.com for those wondering.
Yeah, GSP videos on Facebook too.
Yeah, if you go there, I got a couple links to his videos, the highlights from Providence,
Yep.
and the highlights from Baltimore, or not Baltimore, Atlantic City, the last couple laps. Friday night, Ciccone passed Teddy Christopher to get the win.
Liquid Lou.
And then Kyle Lick won the 600 race. It was a good freaking race. I'll say that. Yeah, because it's nice now that they separate the two groups.
Yes,
because the 600
they used to run with the 600,
and they didn't have and it.
TQs.
Well, let's get to that in a second. And it's much more difficult for those traditional dirt guys to hang with the TQs. The TQs are designed for pavement and so on.
That's what they're meant for.
Right. And then on Saturday, it was Eric Rudolph won the 600 race. He was flying. And that Leffler
he was quick
chassis.
Time in practice like all weekend.
Yeah, he was quick time and everything.
Yeah.
And he has that Leffler chassis. And then in the big race, the money race, Anthony Sesley won.
Yep.
He held off Teddy Christopher, Jimmy Blewett. Let's see. Eric Rudolph tried to pass him. If you watch the highlights, you can see that. He got up underneath him and hopped the wheel.
Yep.
Now, we mentioned the 600s. Anthony Sesley is the first driver to win that race in a 600, to win in Atlantic City in a 600. It was a 600 chassis.
Yep.
So it was a pretty good weekend. Gary Heber won the, what's it called?
The slingshots?
Slingshots, yep. And then the Champ Karts, Cody Sieber won on Saturday night, and he was the series champion as well. So that was pretty cool. It was a good weekend of racing in Atlantic City. Good crowd down there. Had a lot of fun, as always. The casino likes me, needless to say.
Not meaning to change the subject, but while it's in my head so I don't forget it, you mentioned a Leffler chassis.
Yeah.
Got me thinking about Jason Leffler. Did you see the announcement today?
No.
Jason Leffler in the Tom Busch 13.
Oh, really?
Wing sprint car.
Wing sprint car. I think I heard that a couple weeks ago, and I didn't believe it.
He's going to be running it in Florida.
That's cool. I'll have to go down and check that out.
I don't recall him ever. He probably has at some point in his career, but I don't recall seeing him run a wing sprint car before. He's always been a wingless guy.
I've never. Yeah,
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
There's a picture of it. As a matter of fact, I think Dino's one to post.
And while we're on the sprint car topic, let's just change subject and go right to the good stuff. How about Tyler Walker? Anybody read about that or hear about that?
Oh boy.
Or see the mugshot?
He is a friggin' mess.
What a dumbass. Jesus. I'll say it.
He is a dumbass.
The guy's got more talent in his pinky than
like
half the drivers.
The problem is he shows it to the cops.
Yeah. Well, the problem is he's got more talent in his pinky and then he's got a straw up his nose as he's snorting coke or whatever else he's doing.
He is a mess.
Yeah, I mean, that's awful. I mean, so much talent there just going to
waste.
It
is a huge waste.
He's going to waste.
He does have a lot of talent.
He's so good.
Always has had a lot
If you've watched him race, you know how good he is.
Yes.
I mean, he's incredible.
And he's one of those guys that can pretty much get in anything.
And win.
He's always fast.
And win.
Yep.
I mean, what did he win? He won, what? The King's Royal. What car was he driving?
17, wasn't it? Was he in the 17?
It was the Keen car, right? Yeah.
Trying to remember. It was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was a Keen car. Yep. So, and then nothing. That's just terrible. Annoys me that you have that much talent and just screw it all up.
It's such a waste. And this isn't something that just happened the other day.
No,
this has been going on for years.
This has been going on forever. Did you see the mugshot, Chris?
It was bad.
It was bad.
Yeah. In my personal opinion, he's done.
He's done.
I don't see how anybody else.
Well, how can you have that
another chance?
Well, first off, you lead a 3-state. 3 states.
Started in Arizona, ended up in Utah.
Yeah, okay. So 3 states worth of high-speed pursuit.
Yep.
Okay,
it's like a highway.
He thought he was like Smokey and the Bandit or something.
Yeah,
he should have had his Burt Reynolds hat on. And then, and he's not running beer. He's running like
everything.
Like drugs. Like, I mean, they listed all the narcotics there. You're like, holy jeez. Gives a reason why I ran. The best part is they hit him with a spike strip and he still drove the car for another.
Stopped him.
And she still drove for like another mile. Then he got out and tried to run.
Yeah, I know. I love it when they get out of the car and run.
Right, like the cops aren't going to tackle your dumb
even
ass.
if they let you go and get away on foot, they got your car, dude. They know who you are.
Yeah,
they got your car.
Yep. Hello. That's a rental. Well, that company's going to be...
The car was like a Beamer or something. It was
a Beamer.
Car.
It was a 92 Beamer, though, wasn't it? Or something like that.
It's
still a Beamer.
Car.
Yeah.
No, it was in the 2000s.
You know what? I'm going to do that in the Cavalier this year, I think. 3-state.
Good to set a goal.
Yeah. I'm going to get on a 3-state high-speed pursuit with a Cavalier.
Jesus.
That was awful, though.
What a mess.
Yeah, that was just... It's sad,
It is sad.
It sucks.
And to think, he could have been dating Danica Patrick.
Could have. Yeah. Who? Yeah. Ricky Stenhouse. Are they going to have problems racing against each other? Who cares? I read a great story this week.
They've been racing against each other for 2 years.
I got my Ariato today, and I think it's Dave Moody, the NASCAR columnist in there, mentioned he goes, why do we care about this crap?
I know.
He goes, what is up with the TMZ generation in racing?
I know.
He
Well,
goes,
that's
why do we need
world.
to know when everybody breaks up, when everybody has a baby, when everybody picks their nose? Why do we need to care about any of that? Why can't we just watch them drive a race car?
That's today's world.
I agree. I just watch them drive a race car. Then who cares? The personal life's a personal life. Whatever you want to do, do.
Yeah, I
except,
agree.
except lead a 3-state pursuit.
I understand. I understand the side of it where it's somewhat news because they're dating, but it didn't have to be a big giant press release.
No,
all over every news report.
Tyler Walker made ESPN.
He did. Yeah. Did they have
former
video?
NASCAR driver Tyler Walker arrested?
Did they have video?
I don't know.
Or no?
I don't remember. I remember seeing it on ESPN. Though. It was awesome. I'm like, yeah, you made Sports Center. Probably not the way you wanted to, but you made it.
Him and his braided hair.
Yeah. Did he do a backflip off the hood after they arrested him, or what?
Yeah, right off the cop car.
As he parked him,
he was handcuffed too. He
landed
to landing. Perfect. Got a 10.
We're terrible people, but
Jesus,
it's not my fault. I didn't do it.
Oh, hey, you know what? I don't mean to laugh because it's really bad what's going on.
It's sad that it happened.
It is very sad. But at this point, it's been going on for so long.
I mean, he lost his NASCAR ride because of drugs.
You're an idiot. You're a freaking idiot.
Yeah, I mean, when you lose your NASCAR ride because of drugs, it's your own fault, man. Yeah. That's your own deal.
We got Stu.
Stu
coming up here in a few minutes.
Yeah, we can call Stu here momentarily.
Stu Friesen's going to be joining us here in a little bit to talk about the Dirty Jersey 60 and the Friesen Deyo Promotions event at New Egypt Speedway.
Yeah, that'd be a good show.
Turnpike 25 for the sportsman cars.
Yeah. Make sure you get your area auto. Nice picture of Teddy Christopher.
On his lid?
Yeah. He's flying through the air for Zupan.
You didn't finish your story about it. You started it, but...
Oh, which part? When he
didn't
flipped?
Tell the audience that if they didn't see the highlights already or know what happened.
Oh, yeah.
He did get on his lid on
There it is.
Saturday night.
There it is. Look, see? There it is.
It's on there.
It's on the cover of Area Auto Racing News.
That was in one of those green, white checker finishes.
Yeah, he went for it. Him and Blewett got together. And needless to say, when I get over there, because, since I'm in the infield with Shane, we're calling the race from the infield. I was going to go stick the mic in his face. But there are certain times you learn in your career when it's best to keep the microphone to yourself.
A lot of expletives.
Yeah. I didn't have the beep button on, so I was pretty sure I'll just keep the microphone to myself.
No delay.
No, because indoor racing, you know how it is, man. It is bump and grind. You're banging, you're beating. I mean, every restart is you go for it. If you're on the bottom groove, which he was, and Blewett was on the outside, Cecily got a good restart. Yeah. And then Blewett kind of bobbed a little bit. Well, then they came into turn one, and they were just boom.
All those restarts, Blewett had to restart because they restart two
double
by
file.
two,
Everything's double file there.
So Blewett was stuck on the outside of the front row on every restart.
Now on Friday night, that would have been fine.
To get to the
That's how Ciccone won on Friday night. He started on the outside, and they ran like 4 laps side by side before Ciccone finally passed Christopher on the top. Yeah.
That's tough.
It was awesome.
Because if anybody out there has never been to one of those indoor TQ midget races, they are brutal. They're entertaining, but it is brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Things you don't do on a normal basis at your weekly track.
No,
you could get away with in those.
Yeah, because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I mean, they put guys to the rear. If it's extremely blatant, you'll get put to the rear. But if you just bash a guy in the rear end and punt him, that's okay. And it was neat. The track actually had like a little cushion around the top and everything. It was where all the rubber was piling up.
That's good they had 2 grooves.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Because that's hard to do in one of those.
Yeah, it's hard. So, all in all, though, good weekend. Can't complain about that. So, it was fun. You going to go get Stu?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to send a shout-out, say hi to my friend Julie, who's watching our show for the first time.
Oh, first-time watcher.
Yep.
One of the 11 that's watching.
Yep. Thanks for watching. There's your shout-out.
When's Julie going to come out?
She lives in Albany, man, or that area. It's a long ride. We got Krista over here. She's off the camera, though.
Yes.
And I noticed how she put the camera down, too, so even if you wanted to change that camera, you can't. Well, you can. You can. You're gonna get you know what? You're gonna get the John Bauma's perspective that he always has, looking right down.
Yeah. We can if I dare.
Did you want to get slapped tonight by someone?
Again? I mean,
wouldn't be the first time in your case. Yeah.
I am not bothered by being struck.
No, I know. No. Trying to think what else came out here. I mean, it's been so long since we've actually sat down and been able to sit and chit chat.
We'll get Stu here in a minute, and then after that we'll kind of recap a little bit of what's going on in Volusia. Then we are going to be back. Just a programming note. We were supposed to be going every other week at this point. We missed last week, so we'll be on next week. So we're going to have back-to-back weeks.
Then we going to go the week I'm in Florida again, or
probably. I mean, It looks like from here on out we're going to be. Oh, I'm going to hold the phone. Okay.
Yeah. So here on out we're going to be here. So you got it over there. Marquardt?
I got it.
You got it?
You got it right? I know you usually hold it, so that's why I brought it over.
I usually hold it.
Yeah. Boy, the jokes are terrible tonight. Well, joining us on the line now from his shop, none other than Stewart Friesen, one half of the Friesen Deyo Promotions. We're promoting the Dirty Jersey 60 and Turnpike 25 down at New Egypt in June. Stu, how's it going?
It's going well, man. We're just got the word that my car owner, Marty Burdick, wants to complete in the Florida Speed Weeks today, so we're just full systems go, getting 2 cars ready to bring down there. So we should be in good shape.
You excited to go to Florida again?
I am really excited. Marty's been battling some health problems, and we weren't sure what the plan was up until a couple weeks ago. So we've been, steadily getting everything ready all winter, and he gave me the word today that we're good to go. So pretty excited about that. And got a brand new Teal Pro car we're going to be bringing down there, and really looking forward to it.
You mentioned, going to Florida. Obviously, that just starts your insane racing season, and I got to assume you got another crazy schedule with an additional weekly stop, right, on Friday night now. It's locked in for every week?
Yeah, definitely. I talked to Jake Spraker today, too, and just picked up a new big block and a new small block JPM engine today. And, we're going to make Friday night at Albany, Saratoga home track as part of the 3 with the Fonda and Utichrome. Driving Jake's stuff, and it's nice. Everything's within, an hour and a half from the shop here, and it's pretty cool. Me and Jess have all our stuff together out here in Kanjahari, and been doing some pretty major improvements to the shop over the winter, and got a lot going on. So it's been a quick off season, but been really getting itchy. So it's looking forward to it.
Now you mentioned driving for Jake on Friday nights. Of course, you're gonna be back with Tad Parks on Saturdays at Fonda, and then Tom Cullen once again on Sunday afternoons.
Yeah. Had lunch with Tommy today out at Apple Betty in Vernon, and we're getting everything ready to go. He's got another brand new car ready to go, and really fortunate to be hooked up with some great guys like Tom and Tad and Jake and Marty Burdick, Jeff Daly. It's a group effort. It's not one guy doing the whole deal like some of the other guys we compete against, but it works out. It works for us, and everybody's able to do 20, 25 races with nice equipment and keep the stuff fresh. And in the last couple of years, it's worked out well. We've been able to put some decent results on the board, and it's just a testament of hard work and good equipment and good owners that keep me pointed in the right direction. And it's a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. Racing close to home on the weekends and being able to do 90 to 100 races a year, and it's pretty cool.
We didn't get to see it at any of the indoor racing. Did you miss racing on the TQ this year?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with my good buddy Jimmy Blewett getting a car, and he ran really good, so I was pretty proud of him, and looked pretty crazy. I was watching on the Gary Silverman Productions online, just the brief highlights of the races, and that last couple laps in Atlantic City on Saturday night, that looked like a good time. I wish I was a part of it, but again, maybe we'll get them together for next year. Tad Parks actually has the midget that I started driving when I was about 17 years old, that my Grandpa Stan's good buddy, Terry Edwards, that won the first modified race ever at Rolling Wheels. Terry Edwards built this car in, I want to say it was 1999, and we ran it at Lancaster with the Casey's Midget Club there and the Harry Macy Midgets, and won a race at Lancaster, and I finished third with it the first year at Atlantic City when the Canadian Andy McElrath won. And then my cousin Curtis drove it a couple years, and then he sold it to Tad. And that was before I knew Tad, but really didn't know I'd be driving for him in a couple years. And he picked it back up, so maybe we'll be able to get that car back ready again for next year. But we'll see. Now
let's change things up here a little bit. Talk about the new hat that you're going to wear this year. We know you're the race car driver side of things, but now you're putting that promoter hat on, and we know that runs in the family. You got a long history of promoters in the family. Mm-hmm. What's that like for you to be able to do this now, to work with Brett Deyo, a guy that's had a ton of success, but for you two to go together on this deal at New Egypt?
It's something I'm really excited about, and back when we announced this race at Super Dirt Week at their media day, press convention there, and we've got a lot of good feedback about it. There seems to be a really good buzz within the dirt modified community about it. Everywhere from up here, I've got a commitment from Ronnie Johnson. He's going to be down there to race. Not a guy that hits all the Dirt Series races, but, Jack did really well down at New Egypt and actually won a race down there. I think it was like 2003 or 4, won one of their extra distance races. So that's cool. He's going to be there. And then, from the South Jersey guys, too, we got, with Brett being in Pennsylvania and me being up here, we're able to cover a lot of ground and talk to a lot of people. And, we announced the Turnpike 25. It's going to be, at minimum, $750 to win sportsman race with open sportsmen and crates, combined together. And, obviously we haven't came out with a definite rules package yet on that, but we're going to put something together that's fair for everybody and that everybody can compete with. I think one of the ROC races down there last year, a crate actually won. So between what I know with the cars and the motors and stuff, and we want to make it competitive so guys from up here, the Fonda area and stuff, can come down and be competitive with the ROC cars. So we've got good feedback on that, and it's going to be an event that it should be on everybody's calendar. It's going to be a great event, and I'm just definitely really excited to be working with Brett. And it's pretty cool. It's something kind of like my Uncle Alex used to do when he used to rent Grandview and Williams Grove. He used to lease those for the two race summer tour back in the early and mid '90s.
Yep, I remember those.
Did pretty well with it. So it's kind of the same format as that. We're just gonna come in there and we've got a good relationship with Elise and Fred and everybody at New Egypt has been really accommodating. So I can assure you the track's gonna be an awesome race in shape. 60-lap event, so we don't got to worry about it taking rubber and getting into a one-lane tire blowing situation. It's going to be a balls out and up on the cushion, down on the rail. It's a great track and a great facility, and the Super Dirt Series is a really premier series. So that was kind of our reasoning behind it, and we're looking forward to a good show.
You mentioned the Super Dirt Series. What are your plans in terms of regarding the series? I mean, you're going to try to hit as many races as you can. I know you're kind of limited due to the fact that you call Utica home on Sundays, and again, there's a couple competing events. But what are your plans regarding the series this year?
The same schedule is kind of what we had the last couple years. Just kind of hit and miss and hit as many as I can. We're going to be a regular on the ROC series with Andy Harpel's series, and really excited about him having one combined series this year. I think that'll do a lot to bring the keep it kind of less confusing for the race fan.
Yeah,
I know last year with the North and South, it kind of got confusing about mid-August as to what we were really racing for when we went to some of those tracks. So excited that he brought it all back together. And it's not a lot of races, but it's it's good, and it's a centrally located series, which is cool. So we'll be able to do that with no conflicts, and then try to run as many big block series races as we can between Marty Burdick's stuff and Jake Spraker's stuff. And then, obviously Sundays is reserved for Tom Cullen's car for Utica Chrome. And so I think there's two conflicts. June 30th with Cornwall Speedway has their series race, and then
Labor Day weekend probably, right?
Labor Day weekend, yeah, the Rolling Wheels race conflicts with the last point event at Utica Chrome's.
Yeah.
Well, I'll actually have home track points for the first time since 2005. Which is kind of cool to seed us into the mix.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. If we can hit most of the series races and only miss two, we might have a legitimate shot at a top 10.
Yeah.
Actually having some bonus points. So it'll be cool and something come August and see how we're doing at Albany, Saratoga and stuff. It'll be something to keep track of, and there might be a little bit of bonus money at the end of the year. Being able to be seated in that top 15 and series points, which is cool.
Yeah, and I assume you'll be in the American Racer Cup as well, running Fonda in Utica.
Yeah, definitely. That American Racer Cup is a pretty cool format, as every track that runs American Racers is any driver that runs a home track with American Racers, I should say. Their 12 best finishes count towards the American Racer Cup. So for somebody that really doesn't know, or it's not too hard to keep track of it. It's a little bit different. It's not, your combined best finishes between like a Fonda or a Utica Chrome. It's just one sole track. And, we had 2 great years at 5 Mile Point with, I think we had 8 and 10 wins, and still fell short. We finished second in that deal 3 times, and or twice, and then went to Fonda last year and had a season that we really didn't think we were going to have, but, Tad Parks put together a great program for that. And we were able to finish second again, actually the second time to Dwayne Howard. So it's pretty cool to be able to, come down to August, and that bonus money is just huge. You're racing for tens of thousands of dollars, and the contingencies and everything that goes with it is outstanding. So
it'd be nice to
definitely, try to put our best foot forward, and either whether it's Utica Chrome or Fonda, and try to string together some good runs.
It'd be nice to win both, right? Because if you win the ROC and the Dirt Mod Cup, that's $20,000, right?
On top of the $10,000, right?
It hasn't been done yet, but it's been sure close.
Yeah.
I know Dwayne Howard's had a pretty legitimate shot, and we were actually closest, I think, in 2010. It came within just I think 2 weekly nights at 5 Mile Point. So it's close, but it's something that it's a bonus. Try not to, think back and dwell on it like woulda, coulda, shoulda. And man, if I would have knocked this one guy out of the way, we would have had an extra payday. But it's just a nice added bonus that American Racer and Andy Harpel from the ROC puts it together and kind of administrates the whole deal. And it's a nice bonus at the end of the year. And I know it's really helped Tad Parks out a lot, and his race team as the contingency stuff that he's put to good use to new pit equipment and tools. And the bonuses from American Racer tires really helps. In the off season, when you can start the season fresh with 10 tires in the inventory without even having to pay for them. So, hats off to American Racer. And I know the racers that finish second on back and even 10th, 15th. It's nice to have a little bonus and some extra gift certificates when you're building cars in the off season.
Absolutely.
Again, chatting here with Stewart Friesen. Stu, we won't keep you too much longer. I know you got to get stuff ready to go. You got a little over a week here before you head south. But
I got just one more.
You got one? Go. You can ask that. I'll ask him mine last.
Stu, I wanted to ask you about. You talk a little bit about your Dirty Jersey race coming up with Brett Deyo.
Mm-hmm.
With your family being in the promotional business for many years now, you come from that kind of a background. Is that something that you aspire to do down the road now that you're throwing your hat in the ring, getting your feet wet?
It's something that I pay attention to. I don't really have a set, schedule or calendar as of what we want to do each year. But, Brett's done a great job. He's an awesome promoter. And
he has.
I've been actually bugging him for the last couple of years. He does great events at 5 Mile Point, Pencan.
Yep.
And I was like, come on, man, let's do something, with a bigger event, not to knock Pencan or 5 Mile Point, but at a more premier facility. In a greater metropolis area, New Egypt being close to the Philadelphia area, there's a good fan draw there. So, and I was but it's a big financial risk to go along with it. So when he talked to me and asked if I was interested, he said, "Look, it's a big financial risk, as you know, and would you come on and be my partner in it? And we can work this out together." So it's not as scary for one person on their own.
Yeah, right.
I said, yeah. And it's been good. We got Pioneer Pole Buildings is signed on to be the title sponsor. We've got some great support from VP Race Fuels. And, we're just pounding the pavement and trying to drum up, a good list of contingency sponsors. Shiley Fabrication is going to do a body and rub rail. A rub rail kit, I'm not exactly sure about the body kit, but some fabrication stuff for some racers. And it's going to be good where the racer is going to walk out of there with, everybody's going to leave with something.
Yep.
So we're got some good feedback on that, and we're just trying to make it a marquee event. And I know when I travel 4 or 5 hours, and what I like to see in a program, and if we can bring in extra sponsorship to help out some of the racers, and everybody can leave with a little something. That's kind of what I'm trying to bring towards to it. And, again, with the Super Dirt Series, it's a good brand, it's a good product, and we're really excited to be able to bring the big blocks back this year to New Egypt, and the first time since 2007.
I think New Egypt is a good selection. It's a beautiful facility, and it's a good location because, you talked about the races that Brett does at Pencan and 5 Mile, and he draws a lot of cars, a lot of mixture that we don't normally see because those PA guys come up for those shows. And New Egypt is a location where a lot of those guys will go to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. It kind of forces Billy Pouch and Jimmy Horton to the guys I grew up not being able to see every week,
right?
And it forces them to come and race because it's such a great purse.
Yep.
It's like an old-fashioned matchup. Pouch and Hearn, and then the new school guys. Mike Mahaney's going to be there, and some of the newer guys go down. It's going to be a great melting pot as far as the talent quality of the field is going to be just astronomical through the roof.
Yeah.
And it's something that everybody can show up with their big blocks and their Saturday night cars and come and see what they got.
Yeah, it'll be a good show.
It'll definitely be entertaining. What again? What's the date on that, and where can people find information about that?
It is Tuesday, June 18th, and you can find information on the Super Dirt Car Series website, as well as event-specific information on bdmotorsportsmedia.com.
So there you go, fans. If you need that, write that down.
Yep.
Get it covered. One last thing for you, Stu, before we let you go. Are you done painting the house yet? And that's been like a
we're
10-month
working on it.
process.
Me and Jess are building our first house together, and hopefully it's the only one. Quite a process, but I'll tell you what, I've grew up quite a bit. It's a very maturing, maturing battle, and then the last 4 months have been probably the pretty coolest of my life. So it's a big process, and really excited to get done with that. So hopefully we can get race cars ready and go to Florida and come back, and the carpenters will have everything tidied up. But the painting's just about done. Actually, I have to go up there. We're going to stain some doors tonight, and we're looking for a spot to hang the Doug Manmiller modified roof that I recently acquired. So if somebody doesn't come pick that up,
I will be down
hanging in my bar.
I told you I'll get it at some point. Don't worry. I got to thank Stu for that. In Motorsports, I bid on it because the bid was really low, so it was for charity. Yeah, and then I'm like, I can fit that in the Cavalier. No, it doesn't fit.
Tell your old man to go pick it up.
It did not fit. Oh yeah, I can send my pops up there to get
why
it.
don't you have your old man pick it up?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Good call on that one. But yeah, Stu, thanks. I owe you for that one. Don't worry.
It's quite a piece of memorabilia, and if it doesn't end up in the bar, I think it's going to end up on Ray Zemkin's Crate Sports.
See, that would actually entertain me. That would have made it a great
shape of the one he has, and it might just be on there for Fonda Speedway.
Wait a minute, is this roof plain white?
No, it's
well,
got.
He can't put it on.
It's got the handler on it, and he signed it. Yeah,
which
autographed
car?
Doug Manmiller. I think that's from the Brightenstein car. I don't know.
14?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Good
Nice.
stuff. I got it
That's
cheap.
awesome.
I had to buy it. What are we going to do? You know my affinity for things I don't need. So.
Well, I'm just glad you didn't buy a sprint car wing because, I don't know, we don't really have much use for that around here.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure Jay-Z would have something a little different to say about that.
Yeah, right. If it was a sprint car wing, she'd be already peeling the numbers off of it. Putting it on her car.
Well, hey, Stu, thanks a lot, man, for coming on. We appreciate your time as always, and good luck here, and look forward to hopefully I'll catch up with you down in Florida.
Yeah, definitely. Good work on the show, guys, and thanks for making me a part of it.
Hey, no problem, man. Have a good one.
Take care.
See you, man.
So again, Stewart Friesen getting ready to rock and roll, so to speak.
I'm glad to see him get in the promotional side. I like that our drivers that are still racing now, Brett Hearn, and now Stewie throwing his hat in the ring. Doug Hoffman, of course, prior to his tragic accident there, he was doing the promotional side.
Yeah.
I'm glad that our drivers are getting into the promotional side because I think a lot of these guys will do a great job.
Well, let's be
Brett
honest.
Hearn has done a wonderful job with his race.
Let's think about it though. We all know that promoter drivers, good drivers will make good promoters.
Yes.
In a sense,
and I believe
because
that.
You look at what Doug Hoffman did at Bridgeport. You look at what Brett Hearn's done. You look what Stu and Brett Deyo are doing.
Yep.
Those guys know what it means to race and what it takes and what they want in an event as a driver.
Right, exactly.
Like what gets guys to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Brett Deyo has done a great for a guy that's not a racer, but like what Deyo has done with actually caring about the drivers.
Yes.
Going to them, talking to them. What do you want? Like what was it last year? His big pen can race there, Clash of the Can, or the one in what's the spring one? Am I wrong?
There's the hot summer night, which was
$10,000. That was a $10,000, right?
The can was in June,
right?
And then the King of the Can.
The June was the one that paid.
Fall.
The one in June paid.
The Clash at the Can was the one that paid
$10,000. Right.
Yeah.
Now this year he's changed it, and it's going to go back to I think it's $6,000. But,
yeah.
But he's taken all that money. The purse hasn't
posted
changed
on his website, so I was wondering that because
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he changed the purse structure of how that's going to work. It's going to go back.
It's going to go more throughout.
It's going to go throughout the field. Yeah, I'm almost positive I read that in a press release.
Because I told you earlier I was putting together my fantasy league schedule, and
right,
all the races that I got that are $10,000 or more to win are double points. And last year that was a double point show. So when I was putting my schedule together today, that was one of the races I was looking at, and I went to Brett's website to see what it was this year, and there was nothing on there about it, so I didn't know.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's info somewhere out there on it. I know I've read it in
He's going to spread it out, which is a good idea.
Hey, again, help with the little guy. We know the big guys.
It helps anybody. You
the
can
big
be a
guys
big guy
are
and finish 20th. Look at there's every year that show. There's always named drivers that
don't
go
qualify.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brett Hearn didn't qualify for that race 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's always big names that don't qualify for
Yeah.
the show.
I like it when guys when the little guy gets in. Sometimes
Yes,
it just
and the big guy
it
isn't thrown in because of
right.
there's points
Or whatever. Yeah.
You know,
I
there's always
like
reasons.
watching guys race their way in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that entertains
We all
me.
do.
I mean, I like a good deal. That's why I like, I'm bringing it up, but Knoxville. That's why I love Knoxville. The big guy, he qualifies well. He's still got to race his way in from the back
Yep.
of that heat race, and that is some of the most entertaining stuff you're going to see. Watching guys like that. I mean, come on, go down, prove that you can come from the back, because he started, 20-something and finished second.
That Clash at the Can last year, he started with a provisional 26th, I think it was, and finished second. And I mean, finished second by a whisker.
That much, yeah.
He almost won that race.
Oh, yeah.
And then he won in the fall.
Yeah. Chris, how you doing over there? Been a while since you want me to throw in the term demolition derby?
No,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
no. We can talk USAC all we want, but bring up a dirty car. Oh,
That's an actual race.
Oh no! It is a different form of motorsports entertainment. I don't even know if does it count as motorsports.
it's combative
So
motorsports.
it's tractor pulls.
Did we classify it as motorsports?
Combative. I don't see why it's combative motorsports. I mean, they got as much money wrapped up in engine for one of those as they do a sports
It is
car.
a motorsport event.
Okay,
Absolutely.
you consider it
It's
a
just not
motorsport?
racing.
Okay, I don't know.
Tractor pulls is a motorsport
Elimination
event.
is about elimination motorsports. That's another term. that's real popular.
Elimination motorsports.
Yeah.
That's an interesting term for it. Elimination motorsports.
It's right.
Oh, it is right. I'm not taking it away from you.
As a matter of fact, we just booked a huge show in Ohio.
Really?
It's a big deal.
Did you get permission to go yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When is that?
August 11th,
Where?
Sandusky, Ohio.
Sandusky. Ooh,
August 11th. I'll be in.
nice.
That'll be
They
Knoxville.
got an amusement park there, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, that was one of the things that the gentleman that was involved with it was really selling.
There's an amusement park there, so you have to come.
He's like, I'm like that's not really a selling
They
point.
have
because
a
I'm gonna show up that day, tape your show, and drive home.
Yeah.
they have a drag race ride there too. I've seen the video.
Yeah,
of
Top
it.
Fuel Dragster.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
go on that. I've seen that a
the
few
video
times.
a
I
bunch of
want
times.
Is it like hardcore
I would
fast or
never-
It's
they
stupid
say,
fast.
They say you take off like a dragster.
do you have to wear a helmet and
And it
stuff?
shoots up and it goes straight up.
It goes
in the
straight
air.
up in the air, yeah, and
Like-
then you free fall back down backwards.
Oh, I love those.
No way,
Yeah.
man.
Love it.
There's two of them. There's twin
Yes,
twin
it's
trains.
a drag.
There's twin trains, and there's
Yeah.
a tree, and it counts down, and then when
Yeah.
it turns green, they take off.
And
Like there was a
Makes the
thing
car
on.
sound and everything.
Really?
Yeah. Like a
Does it
Top
have
Fuel
wheels on it
dragster.
and stuff or no?
There's
the
wheels
sides,
on it. I mean,
right,
just
right.
like on the Viper, there's
It just
scales.
looks like it.
You know what I mean?
Right,
It just
right,
it's
right.
it's,
Okay,
it's
all right,
molded
all
into the fiberglass.
right. Yeah, all
but
right.
when that thing takes off, they've got there was a special on the Travel Channel about this thing, and
Yeah,
it
I've seen
has like stupid thousands of horsepower
Yeah.
that launch it off the line so that it reaches the
It's
speeds that it
crazy.
needs to climb this wall. I mean, it's basically
go
a straight
straight-
line and then a straight up in the
Yeah,
air.
straight up in the air, and it's way above the park. It's just crazy stories high.
It's way up there, way up there.
Yeah. Also,
I want to go on this ride now that we're talking about it. Now I'm getting excited. I'm like, yeah.
while we're talking about oddball stuff, my old man called me yesterday, and he wanted me to plug a Boonville Sunday this weekend. In Boonville, they have a big snowmobile race event that they hold every year,
Oh, it's going to be big this week.
and they have
This weekend.
they have a celebrity charity event for the American Cancer Society. Jimmy Phelps, Joe Gosick, Peter Britton, and
Billy Colton.
Billy Colton are running in the top tier class, which is the 600 Outlaw snowmobiles. They're going to run those sleds in a charity event, a celebrity charity event.
Is that Sunday, you said?
On Sunday afternoon, I guess, in Boonville.
That's a little bit of a ride, but it's...
I saw a video of them today. There's a video posted of these sleds on DIRTcar Digest.
Yeah.
And the sleds got roll cages and a real racing steering wheel. It's not handlebars, it's a steering wheel.
Man.
And they're crazy. It's wild.
Does it count as a race? Does that count as a race if you go to that?
If
It's a
you
race,
want to,
it's a snowmobile race.
if you want to count it,
but
count
does
it.
it count as a race towards my race count? Like if I go,
I wouldn't count it.
it's got a steering wheel and a cage.
But if you're
isn't the race
if you're-
chaser rule
if you're
it's got
Guy
a
Smith, it
cage?
counts as slicks races.
Yeah,
that's
they
like
use
three
six different courses.
That's
and,
like 3 different racetracks
Yeah.
there, I think.
And Black
So-
Rock's got like some rally cross
they have
or some kind.
Yeah,
of
they have racing Sunday afternoon too.
Yeah, like rally cross or
It's a road course or something.
something. I don't know.
As it gets closer, we're gonna have to look more into this this offer that's on the table
Oh,
from
the
Dean Hogue.
Oh,
The
we're
Enduro
doing
cars.
this. We are,
When is that enduro?
we are
It's
doing
November
this. It's
9th.
in November.
November 9th.
We're doing this.
Well,
you want to do it, don't you?
He
Oh,
pretty
yes.
much.
There's no question. Hell yes. We are doing this. You can't refuse this offer. You can't.
You know what? I don't
because
think
he won't
Chris,
ever. He
you know
won't.
what, Chris? I
He
don't think
won't
we
ever
should
do it again.
Chris, I think I'm out. I don't know.
You think you're out?
Yeah,
He's he won't ever do it again if you turn him down.
Yeah. Well, hey. I guess we'll see.
We
got
have to
time.
do it.
It's not,
yeah.
It's freaking January. Well, February now, but come on, we got time.
I need a fire suit and helmet. I don't have any of that crap.
I got a fire suit. I don't know if it's a one that I would count. It's an ESS one, and it might be
Does it fit?
It's actually too freaking big.
Oh.
Yeah, it's huge. He goes, "Do you want fat or extra fat?" I'm like, "Oh, extra fat." Oh yeah, it's extra fat. I could put like 3 of me in this thing. Well, that was before. Maybe now. Maybe I've grown
Maybe
into
two
it.
now.
Maybe I've grown into it here the last couple of.
It's like that story that we had from was it Roy Sova from Oswego when they had the 2-seat modified. They tried to pack that guy and they couldn't get him out.
That's a bad day.
Remember that story?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I do sort of.
He was here.
I don't
can't remember
the
the
actual
details.
story, but I remember
Like the almost like
talking
the
about this.
seatbelt or something didn't fit right. Like
Yeah.
you could barely get the seatbelt.
yes.
That was a good interview. We had a good time with that.
Also in the news today, you and I discussed this a little bit on the way here. Kyle Larson, who seems to be in the news every
Nationwide.
single week.
Nationwide ride.
Yeah, he picked up a full-time nationwide ride
Good
with
for him.
on
Turner
the other
Motorsports.
side, on the other side of the racing through 3-state spectrum.
Yeah.
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 He's going to be got a full-time ride with Turner Motorsports, which is, in my opinion, it is the top strictly nationwide team out there.
Right.
You know, all the other teams that are affiliated with Cup, you got Gibbs has got
Right.
nationwide
They're
teams.
all good.
And Childress has got nationwide teams, and in these Cup of major teams like Roush and stuff, this is a strictly nationwide
Right.
/ truck series team, Turner Motorsports, and it's
He'll
the
do
same
well.
team that he drove those few truck races for at the end of last year. Originally they were supposed to be putting him in a truck all year.
Right.
Well, now
Right.
they put together a nationwide deal. He's running the, I believe, the 32 car. I believe is what they said it was going to be. I'm not sure as far as sponsorship and stuff yet, but he'll
be all
I
right.
think he'll turn some heads in the nationwide series.
Okay, what's the over/under on the
the
championship?
the nationwide series right now is going to be, I think, more competitive than the
Sprint
Cup series.
Well, it's always far
Because
more entertaining than racing.
Isn't that usually? No, not so much.
I don't know.
Not so
I don't
much.
know.
It's been
What's the
somewhat
okay? Now
watered
here's the
down
question. All right,
in recent years.
since Larson is the thing, can he go and win a series championship his first year with Nationwide?
It's going to be tough because he's going to have to beat. First of all, you got Austin Dillon and Elliott Sadler in there.
Right,
Trevor Bain will be taking over the championship team of Ricky Stenhouse.
right.
I don't think Trevor's going to go out there and compete for a title, but I think he's going to be top 5, 6
Right.
car probably.
I mean,
because they got the team
and
they
it
got the
helps.
experience.
You know, it helps though that they pull the Cup guys out of it. Now I like that better. So you actually get a Nationwide.
so you
guy
get
to-
a nationwide championship.
yeah, not the
a real nationwide
Right.
full-time team.
right.
Justin
Kyle Busch,
Allgaier,
Kyle Busch clause.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah, right.
So Kyle couldn't win
Right.
all 3 championships in the same year.
because he would.
He would have. Yeah, I know. He would win everything until
Yeah.
he goes out and wrecks Ron Hornaday like a jerk.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Well, you got Justin Allgaier still in the nationwide series.
so there's
You
some
know,
good
he runs
guys
for
there.
Turner Motorsport-
There's some good guys,
Motorsports as
and
well.
who else?
But you lost Stenhouse moving up to Cup now.
Danica. Oh
And you
no.
lost Danica, of course.
Oh no. What are we gonna do?
I'm trying to think. There was somebody else I think that moved up too.
You lost Stenhouse to Danica? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah.
yeah.
Damn it. No.
Ricky
But,
Stenhouse, I noticed his website's powered by GoDaddy now.
Is it? Yeah.
I didn't.
Did you see the GoDaddy Super Bowl commercial?
I
Yeah,
loved it.
I did.
I loved it.
I'm sure you
I
did.
laughed my ass off.
The dude making
It
out,
was
the
so
hot chick
funny.
making out with like the dork.
It
That
was so funny,
awesome.
Because you couldn't have put a better
Of
situation.
two totally different people.
I mean, she was hot as can be, and he was just this
there.
ugly fat dude. It was hysterical.
It was me with hair.
and they were. The best part is when they.
You thought that too?
Yeah.
The best part was when they zoomed right up to their mouths.
that was
it was
like,
awesome. I laughed my ass off.
That kid, you know what? That kid didn't even get paid for that commercial. It was like, hey, you want to
That
kiss
kid's,
a
an,
he
that
turned
kid's an
out-
actor.
He turned
that
down
kid-
all the money.
Yeah, he didn't
He
need
was just-
money. He
I
needed
said-
money. He's
I
like,
said
you
to
want to
her-
kiss a hot chick? Yes.
I said to Krista, as soon as that commercial aired, I said to Krista, I said, I guarantee he did 1,000 takes.
Yeah. Oh, I screwed it up.
Oh, I need to do it again. That took like 3 weeks to film that commercial.
It took 12 takes just to get him to take his hand off her.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get into character.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard when I
That
saw
was awesome. That was a good commercial.
But the best two commercials in the Super Bowl were
The Miller Lite ad and that other Miller Lite ad.
Yeah.
no Miller has never. They don't ever.
They don't do it. It's
commercials in
always
the Super Bowl.
Budweiser.
Thanks, Dr.
The
Literal.
two best commercials in the Super Bowl was the Jeep commercial and the Dodge Ram commercial.
I didn't see either one of them.
You
The
didn't?
Dodge Ram commercial, the farmer commercial,
The
Paul
Dodge-
Walker was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it funny?
No,
it's
funny.
a serious
pretty
2-minute
hardcore.
commercial
Oh,
about
see-
farmers.
Do you know which one I enjoyed?
They were honoring farmers.
Oh,
and the
that's
Jeep
cool.
commercial, they honored the military. It was awesome.
The
You know-
Clydesdale one's cool.
You know, the one I liked is had the two guys from 40-Year-Old Virgin in it, and it's a Samsung commercial, and they're sitting there arguing like which one's going to be in the commercial or the star of the commercial.
Do I remember that one?
And then they find out that they're both going to be they're both in the commercial, and then they're like, "Oh, you want us to come up with ideas?" And I only like those two guys
Yes,
because
yes,
in
yes.
the movie 40-Year-Old
They were
Virgin,
in the boardroom.
yeah,
It was Paul Rudd
yeah, and
and
who's
Seth Rogen, right?
Seth Rogen, yeah.
Yes.
I think
And
I
then
love.
they had was it LeBron James or something?
Yeah, LeBron
at
James
the end of the commercial on the iPad.
yeah, I like that one. That
Yeah.
was good. I just like those guys because the one scene in the movie, not to offend anybody, but you know how I know you're gay? Like, and they sit there and they do that for like an hour, and then he finally punches them in the groin. Love that. It's like, thanks, dude. I needed that. You know, it's like I can't help it. I thought that scene was wicked funny. They're playing video games with a chair and everything. Oh boy, we digressed from racing there, didn't we? Holy cow! It's
Pay
amazing.
no attention.
GoDaddy goes from there to Super Bowl commercial.
Well, there's a bunch of people that were all up in arms because of the stereotypes that were perpetuated in that ad. Like even the people that were like, I guess, pro nerd. I don't know how to.
pro
I don't know how
nerdy fat guy.
Yeah, like they're like you objectified the woman and you just reinforced every stereotype ever about people that are
cares?
technologically
That's
savvy.
why it's
like
funny.
It's entertaining, stupid.
It was
It's
funny.
supposed to be.
That was
Yeah.
a funny ass
Listen.
commercial.
9 times out of 10, stereotypes are true. Like, I hate to say it, but
yeah, exactly. Every stereotype originated in some form of truth.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying that to be mean.
Well, except one.
What?
We can't talk about that. on
Oh,
air.
okay. Well, we'll have to tell. I don't know what you're talking about, so you have to tell me afterward. Don't say it. If it's not appropriate, don't say it. Well, this is the family show we run here.
Yeah. Nobody F's around here.
Yeah.
No, yeah, moron.
Yeah. I may have done that.
Yeah, one time. That was the funniest ever, just out of nowhere. Boom! Where's the dump button? Where's the dump button?
It's over here with me.
Oh, wait, we don't have one of those.
Trying to think if there was anything else
Newsworthy
that
this
I
week?
wanted to bring
Oh,
up.
Strunky in the 4-star car. That was huge.
Yeah, very huge news.
Yeah,
in our
I was
modified one.
shocked.
I wrote this on DIRTcar Digest and also Facebook. For me, the surprise, not so much that they picked Strunk because he's obviously can get the job done. The part that surprises me about this whole deal, and it's unusual, we've seen big New York-based modified teams go out and get a PA, New Jersey regional driver.
Right.
The years with, for example, Billy Taylor getting Doug Hoffman. That was all strictly for your major money races and Super Dirt Series races.
Right.
So he most of the time had to come here. Or if a New York-based team gets a PA/Jersey driver, they get them to come here weekly.
Mm-hmm.
This case is unusual to me for the fact that this New York-based major team hired a PA driver, and they're going to go there,
Right.
which I think is a wise decision because they know that he can go there and win them a lot of
Right.
races.
He should be able to do well there.
Very
and
well.
that's very good equipment. That's
Yes.
a good ride. It's
It's
top
first-
notch.
it's first class
First
ride.
class. You're not getting, there's very few rides that are as good as what
No,
Vinny
I
Salerno
mean they're right
has.
up there with any of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the fact that they're going to go there, I think, is the unusual part here
You know what though?
because
Vinny,
you don't see that very often.
maybe
anymore.
we should try to get either Strunk or even Vinny. We could call up Vinny Salerno. See,
I'd be interested to listen to both of them.
No.
Oh, we should.
Yeah.
I
4-star escort service.
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Oddly enough, that comes up on the show that Stu was on.
Yep.
yeah, exactly.
God, that was funny.
Yeah, that was
Not at what was it? 6:30 in the morning when he called me. Hey, who changed the? I'm like, oops, it wasn't me.
Hey,
But-
why'd the roster say 4-star escort services?
That was Tom Squincy's phone call to you, wasn't it?
Yep. And I said,
It did.
what?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, literally, I was sleeping in a hotel in Cornwall, I think, when you called me.
Yep.
Because we were at Edelweiss when it happened.
And you didn't answer the first time, but it's
I was
okay.
asleep.
It's okay.
It was 6:30 in the morning.
I hung up and rang again.
Yeah, I know you.
And you didn't answer that time, so I hung up and rang again.
I'm out, man. I'm out to the world, man. That's it. Yeah, we. You know what? I'll tell a little bit of this.
What's up?
Well, you should tell the folks listening.
Okay, here's what
you're
happened.
talking about.
So, back in the day when Chris was the series reporter for the 358 Dirt Modifieds,
Stewie was driving.
Stewie was driving. No, Stewie was driving. No, Brett Hearn was driving the
Brett,
four-star
that's right.
car.
Brett was driving.
Stewie was driving for Danny Miller.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
driving
to
car
say-
number 22, which was where he ranked in the pick 6 bonus.
Right. So Chris is getting the new cars. He's got to make the roster. Well, he leaves his laptop on the back of Stu,
thinking that it's safely in the hands of responsible Mike Mallett.
No, I did not watch it. I just saw Stu go on it. I didn't know exactly what he put till after the fact. But he changed,
Oh, did we find out?
Yeah. Let's just say he changed Brett Hearn's name and changed his hometown. I'm not going to say what he used because
we don't need to do that.
But he also changed the sponsor from 4-star transmission services to 4-star escort service. Well, he caught the Brett name change, the hometown name change, didn't catch the sponsor change, sent out the press release with that attached as the roster. So he calls me at 6:30 or 7 in the morning. He's like, who changed it to 4-star escort service? I'm like, uh-oh. And so he got the phone call, got yelled at, and we all got to laugh at him. And he'll say he didn't work for Dirt anymore. You're welcome.
Thanks, Stu. That was
That's
awesome.
one of my favorite stories.
That's a great story.
You know the hard part is like the stuff that he changed that to?
What part? What's the hard part? Tell me.
No,
the part that I was out of work?
No, you're fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't.
Here's the hard part was to not say the name that he made up for. Like I always think of that joke because it was so funny what he put in.
Because it just lends itself,
and it goes well together. Like,
oh yeah.
It was, like Stu was pretty funny. It was funny.
Stu. Yeah,
if you ever see us in person, I can tell you what he put.
I still. It's hilarious. I can remember setting the laptop on the back, and I didn't shut it down because I'm like, I just got to look at this car.
I got to go look at Pierre Dagenet or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. And I walk back, and I'm thinking, that's weird. Who did that? And never went back to it because I'm like, I just figured Mike and Stu's chuckling over there, so I'm like, whatever. So I'm figuring the two of you are into it together, thinking my computer's.
I didn't type it. I'm not.
I'm
not smart enough to come up with what he came up with. It was funny. But oh man, that's still a good story. That's a good story.
And he continues to be one of the drivers that I actually have a relationship away from the track with, and I can converse with.
You can actually talk to.
Yeah, I can talk to that guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's fun.
There's not many other than him. And I guess he helped change my world.
Yep. Hey, he knew it was going to get bad before it was going to get better. So
yeah, he helped me out.
Yeah, see, he got married.
Stu had the hookup.
If you didn't do that, you would never gotten married.
We've never been in Virginia. Wait, no, that was I don't know.
No, that was before.
That was after.
That was after that. That's
me.
when he came back.
Yeah,
you were gone, and he came back. And you were gone. No, okay. World of Outlaw. Oh, no.
Yeah,
back.
That was some.
You were all over the place.
I was.
Yeah,
worked out good.
Yeah, you're good. 2 kids now.
Yep. 2 kids.
17 cars in the front yard.
Yeah.
And Ghost in your basement. It's awesome.
True. Oh, our fan started moving by itself the other day.
Yes! I love your house.
Yeah.
There is Ghost in his basement. I searched
for
him.
Oh, we've had this discussion.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we don't need to do this.
We don't. You're right.
But, yeah.
I got more stories for you about that, too, by the way.
Oh, I can't wait. I love those kind of stories. I love ghost stories.
Good grief.
I'm pathetic like that. What other news we got? There's a ton of stuff. We got somebody comment over there on something?
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
no,
how are we doing on the fans listening?
We have 10 people right now, and it is dead in the chat room.
Really? No one's talking?
Sorry to hear that.
Nothing.
Because Sunshine's not here.
Yeah, Sonny's not here.
Zupi's made some comments about his favorite commercial was the M&M's Meatloaf commercial.
Of course it was.
He would like the Meatloaf
of course
commercial.
it would. Hey, ask Zupan. Have him type in there what size shirt he needs. When I go to Florida, I'll get him a Ted Christopher shirt. Sign it for him.
He's going to sign it to Zupin.
Yep.
I'm waiting.
You'll get a response. I know that.
You told me to ask him. You kind of just did.
Yeah. I know.
But if you want to, we're at the just over an hour marker now.
I'm trying. I know there was something else I wanted to talk about.
You had mentioned the battle at the beach. You said it was a night race.
Yeah.
Did you see the wheel and modified race? Kyle Larson got a ride in that. Did you see that?
Did he in the modified?
Yes.
That's cool.
And of course, I would imagine he'll run the K&N race too.
And I'd imagine he'd be at maybe one of the. Oh, he's not allowed to drive a 410 sprint car without a wing anymore.
No.
That sucks.
Here's some stuff here. He wants an extra large and get a Richie Evans Memorial shirt.
I won't be there for that race.
It'll be a Teddy Christopher shirt.
It'll be a TC.
For sure.
And just the
autographed.
And just the owner wants to know what about Bloomquist getting a ride in the truck stall door?
Is that official?
I believe so.
Is it?
I don't know whose truck, but yeah,
Okay.
they have them.
I wasn't sure if it was
promoting
official.
him being there.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
But
if it was official.
wasn't that kind of a
That was
foregone
expected,
conclusion?
yeah.
That's just making it official what everybody kind of already knew.
Any truck owner would be silly not to at least
You
put him
gotta
in there for one race.
You got to put a dirt guy in there. Some of them. I mean, because again, those guys that don't run all the races.
Well, especially a guy like Bloomquist.
Oh yeah, he's the man on
when
dirt.
it comes to Eldora and a late miler, he's the guy.
And he can drive, obviously.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're not going to get a better. I mean, honestly,
He's as good at Eldora as Jimmy Owens is in Low at Charlotte.
yeah. I mean, no doubt about it. He is the greatest late model driver ever.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
No question.
no discussion,
Hands down.
no debate. I think you and I have talked about that before, Chris. I mean, we've had, but I mean, how
Now, the
can
last 2 years, you can make an argument Jimmy Owens.
Jimmy
but that's
Owens?
only
But that's last 2 years. I mean,
Yeah.
you look career,
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you look
No
big picture,
question.
nobody.
No
nobody
doubt
The
about
only
it.
one that's even close to be Billy Moyer.
right? Yeah, Mr. Smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about
But
it.
again,
Donnie Moran, you could argue Donnie Moran.
Donnie Moran would be up
Yeah,
in the
but again, is he
conversation.
still-
But you look at those guys because of the longevity.
Yeah, and
they've been around for so long, and
you
they've
also
won
look,
everything.
I mean, look at Bloomquist. Look at like his winning percentages
Oh, it's-
on like first time ever at a track. He's like
Yeah,
wins like
it's
90% of the
nuts.
time, and it's
Yeah.
it's
And he's
insane.
won every major late model race there is.
Yeah,
Every one of them.
you know, he didn't win a Fonda, did he? And now this year he's not
no,
going to have
he
the
did
chance
not win a
to.
Fonda because
Yeah, that was the big announcement too.
the
Fonda
Osho won
Speedway.
both.
How about that one, Chris? You saw that World of Outlaw late models coming to Fonda Speedway,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
gonna be cool.
All Star Circuit of Champions going to Fulton. So that's pretty interesting.
That'll be a fun one too.
I'm a big fan of the 410 sprint car. Just saying. Going out on a limb on that one.
All-Star Sprints coming to Fulton.
Yeah. I think Dave Medler posted that on DIRTcar Digest
Yep.
the other day. So
Yep, and
that'll
it's
be,
on the All-Star schedule.
Yep.
So
I'm excited. That's 3 races in New York now for the 410 sprint cars.
yeah,
You got Brewerton, Fulton,
That'll
and
be-
Canandaigua.
that'll be a cool show. See the All-Stars at Fulton.
Yep. So a
Some-
lot of sprint car
something
news.
different.
I mean, we talked about Evans Mills with ESS. ESS also going to I-88 for the first time on a Tuesday,
Saw
August
that.
22nd.
Saw
I think
Dino
it is.
posted that.
So that'll be neat. That's another place I look forward to. Going home, so to speak, for me.
Yeah, that's where you
I
started your announcing.
Yep, that's where it all began. Way back
So
in
it's
the
their
day.
fault.
Yep, it is not Ron and
It's
Jamie's
the-
fault.
They're
Blame
the ones,
them.
They're the
Yeah.
ones that created the
Created
show.
the monster that you see
The
now.
show.
Yeah, the
Isn't it-
show.
Is Leon still announced down there?
Who? Leon
Is
is the man, the round mound of sound. Love that guy.
Leon, and we got to get him on the show sometime.
Well, I'd love to have him
That'd
on
be
the
awesome. We'll have a chance at probably snagging him when we do that live show Gators program up in
show. When
Syracuse.
is that?
It's March.
Yeah, okay. I won't be there.
Okay.
I've already started putting together my schedule. I got, let's see, Lincoln March 9th.
ESS has it. We're not doing your whole schedule. It's like 150 races.
No,
We'll be here
I've
till
only
9
got
o'clock.
the first 10. I got Lincoln March 9th.
ESS schedule
Sealands Grove
comes out
March
this-
10th,
So
and then the following
you
weekend.
taking me
Sealands
to
Grove.
Lincoln for my birthday?
When's your birthday?
March 9th.
When's
Okay.
Utica's schedule come out?
Utica's schedule came out this week.
It's already out.
Yeah,
There
it's
you go.
out.
Just the owner.
And what's awesome about that, there's a 50 grand, a 50 lap, $5,000 to win race early in the season, I think in May, and then there's the two $10,000 to win, the New Yorker and the Victoria. Then you also have our Night of Legends is
Yep.
two 50 lap features.
Honoring Jerry Cook and Dave
Jerry
Lake.
Cook and Dave Lape, and they'll pay $5,000 to win each 50 lapper. So that's pretty neat. So great schedule for Utica. They also have some Midsummer Championship night for the
Any
Pro Stocks and Pure Stocks. So that's good, big money races for those guys. And then of course the Cole Cup in September.
any word as to whether David will be racing that day
I don't know. I don't know if he's just coming to
be celebrated?
right because I mean he's got.
to be honored.
I mean he's racing what? This is his 50th year of racing, and
yes,
his last
supposed
year,
to be
right?
his last year, right?
Dude, I'm gonna cry. That'll be another sad day for me. You know, like you when Jack Johnson was done. For me, it's like Dave Lape. I mean,
but this is different.
I mean,
I didn't get a chance to do that.
Right.
David will be racing.
with Jack Johnson.
Oh, he is. Is that what Zupi said?
Yeah.
So extra large TC.
So he'll
autograph.
be out of the field then.
Yeah. You're a jerk.
I threw that out there for Zupin.
Oh, jeez. No, I mean, come on. The dude's raced
No,
50 years, man. That's impressive.
dude, he's one of Fonda's all-time greats.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's in the top.
He's not the all-time great, but he's one of them.
He is the big three. I mean, we all know it's him, Lape, and Louis. I mean, that's for any Fonda Speedway fan. That's the big three.
Being a lifelong fan of that orange 12A. You always boo the 22, and that will never go away.
Yeah, that's why
I respect them, but it'll
that's why I
never
used
go
to boo
away.
the 12A. I respect them, but I used to boo them.
That will never go away.
Yeah. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. And then you gotta,
You
you're
can't. These people that you like Jack Johnson and you like Dave Labe and you like CD, you can't like all of them. It's one. You pick one, and that's it.
Yeah. No, I
The
agree
rest
on
of them
that.
are all rivals. It's
Yeah.
just the way it is.
Yeah. So what do you think, Chris? You ready to call it a night?
One last thing.
Oh, he's got one more.
Chris, while you got the camera on me, I want to just throw a little shout out to Brian Weaver.
Those are nice shirts.
I got this new shirt in the mail today from flyingbrian.am.com. Brian, the Dream Weaver. He sent out the prizes that people had won, that he donated, that people had won through the Fantasy League from 2012.
Mm-hmm.
My team had finished 6th in the overall points, so I won a T-shirt. And then
it's a nice shirt.
Somebody else won a T-shirt and a hoodie, and he mailed them out this week. So I got mine in the mail today. So
I love
so I wore it for him, and it is
the sleeves are awesome.
Shirt.
The one sleeve.
The one sleeve says "Your Nightmare," and the other says "My Dream."
That's awesome.
It is.
The dream.
On the back, it's got a picture of the car, and it says 2012 BRP Tour
champion.
Modified Champion.
Cool.
So if anybody wants, wants to pick up a Brian Weaver shirt, go to his website, flyingbrian.am.com.
That's what we got.
It is a very nice shirt.
Again, follow me on Twitter. I need 100 more people.
Needs 100.
Need
Go
100
find
more.
him at DTG Mike.
I'm at 1,400. I need 100 more, and again, the 1,500, 1,500 will get a free night at Utica Rome for a regular program.
Keep your eye on DickDragonMotorsports.com. I'm updating the website to get it ready for 2013 for the Fantasy League. We'll be starting hopefully mid-March.
That's going to do it for this edition of the 31st Lap. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here again next week.
So long.
www.fingerlakes1.com